These are the 10 strangest exoplanets. A trip to the moon is still considered a watershed moment in human history because of its profound impact on our understanding of space's vastness. After a while, we all got even more intrigued about what else the cosmos offers. The study of exoplanets is a hot issue among scientists. Scientists are looking for planets outside of our solar system with the hope of finding one that is as similar to Earth as possible. Still, in their explorations, they have uncovered some odd exoplanets that are also dangerous to humans. We have selected 10 such planets for this video. Kepler 78b, Kepler 78b. At its discovery, it was the planet with the closest mass and size similar to Earth, but the distance to the planet's sun is quite different. It was discovered by the same named telescope and is around 400 light years distant from Earth. Kepler 78b is located about 600,000 miles from its star, compared to Earth's 90 million mile distance from the Sun. Due to its proximity to Sun, temperatures on Kepler 78b vary from 3600 to 5400 degrees Fahrenheit, which makes it inhospitable. Hot Earthgliese, as a result, is also the name given to the planet. 581g Gliese. A solar system contains the planet 581g. The planet, around 20 light years away, has proportions similar to Earth, but it is 3 times heavier and has a diameter 30 times greater than ours. The planet's distance from the Sun is smaller, but the radiation from the Sun is considerably lower. Thus, this would not be a significant issue. Scientists believe that water might form on Gliese 581g, essential to life's survival. However, because the planet does not rotate, it always faces the same direction toward its star, making the planet's temperature gradient nearly indistinguishable between too hot and too cold. HD 189733b as the first exoplanet to be given an Earth-like color. This world 63 light years away from Earth is probably the last one chosen for space travel. However, scientists were capable of assigning it a similar color to our homeworld. Venus is the closest analog for the exoplanet. There is no water on the planet, but rather molten silicate minerals suspended in the atmosphere. Considering the planet's 5,400 degree Fahrenheit surface temperature and winds of up to 19,000 miles per hour, any attempt to land on the exoplanet would be doomed due to the hostile environment, which would act as a particle shredder PSR. B1257 plus 12b, C, and D. This group of planets has a lot in common, and likely they'll all end up in the same place. Scientists have discovered planet-wide displays of magnificent light similar to Earth's aurora. However, this source of light is also why the planets are inhospitable. Since the star's radiations emit light, scientists presume the star has gone supernova, and the stuff in its core has been squeezed. To make everything neutronized, the remnants of the star rotate considerably more rapidly, which results in radiation. Because of the supernova, it is possible that the multiple planets were once one and were divided apart. OGLE 2005 BLG 390LB. This exoplanet is the furthest away from the Sun, at a distance of 21,000 light years than any other known to man. The planet's mass is approximately 5 times greater than Earth, although the surface temperature is around 360 degrees Fahrenheit. Consequently, scientists believe that the Earth is composed of ice and rocks alone. As a result, the emergence of life is likewise essentially impossible. In addition to the frigid temperatures, the planet's orbit around its star takes 10 Earth years. GJ1214b. This world, located around 40 light years distant, is one of a kind because it is primarily composed of water. Due to the planet's proximity to the Sun, its average temperature is 450 degrees Fahrenheit, making it unable to sustain life. Materials like heated ice and superfluid water, both of which have never been studied before result from these conditions. As a result, heated water vapor makes up part of the planet's atmosphere. The Earth could be compared to a sauna, where the goal is not to relax, but rather to burn off excess energy. HD 209458b. Unofficially, the exoplanet was named Osiris by its discoverers, after the Egyptian god of fertility and mortality. This is primarily due to how it was discovered. The so-called transit method found Osiris the first known exoplanet. It is not a direct search for planets with this method, but rather an examination of the star's brightness. When it comes to comparing Osiris to something in our solar system, Jupiter comes to mind. Osiris is a hot Jupiter with a bigger diameter but a lesser mass. Trace 2b. This exoplanet pops out in the darkness of space once more. Earth's moon, regarded as quite dark, reflects around 12% of the sun's light. To put it another way, the exoplanet is as dark as coal. Researchers are still trying to figure out what's causing the darkness. Trace 2b, 1800 degrees Fahrenheit showers of rain, which prohibit the development of ammonia clouds, are a possible explanation for this odd phenomenon. On Jupiter, for example, a light akin to that of a stove can be noticed as a result of this activity. The exoplanet also contains light-absorbing compounds, yet still being insufficient explanations, researchers continue to squint in the dark. WASP-12b. WASP-12b is a gas giant exoplanet. However, the planet's fate seems bleak. It is twice as big and 1.5 times as heavy as Jupiter. This WASP-12b has been predicted to be devoured by the star it orbits. Exoplanet WASP-12b is in a death spiral near the lid. Its atmosphere increases due to the planet's proximity to its star, sucking in mass at a rate of 6 billion tons per second. Planetary scientists have determined that the planet is moving closer to the star. Orbiting the star has already shaved 26 milliseconds off its time. Scientists have been aware of this occurrence for some time, but the study of WASP-12b has allowed them to see it for the first time in person. It will be 10 million years until the exoplanet is consumed. Several other exoplanets may be on the verge of destruction, thus it is possible that it is not alone in its predicament. Jansen. Another name for 55 Cancri is Jansen is one of the deadliest worlds ever discovered. Impressive stats are also on display here. The exoplanet dubbed Jansen is 8 times heavier and twice as massive as Earth. It is also 1/3 diamond, but the precious metal cannot hide the exoplanet's severe threats. In the beginning, there is the 3600 degree surface temperature. This causes the planet to be mostly melted and covered in embers, but the specific reason for this to be unknown is because of the planet's deep atmosphere. Similar to Earth's composition but much denser, hydrogen is also completely absent. In terms of plate tectonics or the atmosphere of Jansen, experts still have several unsolved issues regarding the rocky planets in our solar system. Fascinating and deadly at the same time, the exoplanet, it's mind-boggling to think about what's out there in the vastness of the cosmos, especially when you realize that we only know a small portion of the universe and that we've made such remarkable progress in science over the previous few decades. One grows more appreciate that we may live in a perfectly suited world to our needs. Which of these alien worlds most intrigues you? Thanks for reviewing, and please leave a comment on your dream destination if the weather or other factors didn't matter.